And we're live on YouTube. Okay, and we can go by phone as well. Sorry, this is Center Live. Hi, this is Stephen. I'm testing Lightstream, and these are exciting times. We know that we can broadcast live to Facebook, but I've been looking for a system which will allow us to broadcast more than one person on screen to YouTube, and this is it. I tried it a couple of months back and was quite impressed, but now it looks like everything's stabilized and settled down. I've been speaking to the CEO, and I'm going to take it for a little spin, and we'll see what it can do. Now, the first thing you can do is that you can actually switch scenes. So I'm going to switch a scene, and I'm going to bring it to your screen, and you can now see myself and David Vaughan, because we go live on Mondays at 11 AM ET, and we talk about everything live streaming, and we're based on Smile Time at the moment, and one day we said that we would actually go out to YouTube, so maybe we now can do that. On Tuesdays I am live with Tina Shang, and I'm not sure whether the microphone is working on this, so I'm going to come back to the original screen by switching screens and sending to live, and I can see at the moment that I'm getting nothing on the microphone. In actual fact, the microphone may be too loud. We'll see. I'm going to carry on with this test, and then we'll do a look at it afterwards. If anybody is watching live, oh right, okay, brilliant. We have action, and I can from here post direct to YouTube, because I've got a console down the right hand side of the screen which shows me who's commenting, and it is good quality. I'm impressed at the graphics quality. It's certainly better than the other place, known as Facebook. And the second thing is that the audio quality, as you've just confirmed, is good as well. I'm using the C920. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I totally agree. It's a hidden gem, isn't it? Because it's just, I mean, a couple of months back it was a bit wonky, but now it's very, very professional, and it's very easy to switch between scenes. And I'm just going to carry on with this for a moment. I'm going to talk about something we both know about, and that's been live in 5, the personal. Yeah, it did used to, yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know more than I. We'll have to chat about this afterwards. Be Live in 5 is a personal mentoring program, and I'm letting David know probably for the first time. We're going to try a group session tomorrow, on Friday, on Facebook, with up to 6 people, 6 students at a time. And Tina and I are running a trial session so that up to 6 people can go live, and we're going to take them through, because we're using TalkShow. We can do screen share, so we can go through creating a broadcast, using the agenda, using comments. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Now, if I copy my invite link, do you want to join me, David? And we'll see how far we can push this. So I'm going to go back to just me on, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, I will do that, and I'm going to see what happens when we get a guest. Perhaps David can guide me through that, because I've got the assets that's not there. So when somebody's joined, obviously it's going to become apparent. Now I saw movement there. And let's just see what happens. So I'm on screen. I know I'm live on YouTube, and thank you everybody who's watching. And I just removed a stream chat is back now. I'm just wondering what happens when we actually do join David, as to how easy it is. Switching quick scene switch on, so we'll see what that does. Whilst I'm waiting for David, Thursdays is Blubbing for Britain, and that's the team of us, and we're on this morning, and quite successfully so. Had a good show. John was on mobile on BeLive.tv, and that worked exceedingly well, especially when he got hooked up to Wi-Fi. And we wish Peter well, and look forward to seeing him back shortly. So I'm now on quick scene switch, which means I don't have to click anything. This is fun. This is fun. It tells me I've been broadcasting for 6 minutes 45. I can invite a guest. I can generate a new link. I can see what's going out, although I can share the broadcast. I wonder how I'm going to do that. So I share it on Twitter. So if anybody sees that on Twitter, they can come and watch. That's good. And I'm going to, no, I'm live, so I don't want to add a scene now. I don't want to play around with it. I'm just trying to see what, if I can find David. If I can find David, all will be good. Yeah, it is very swish and easy to operate. Got to remember to load the client, which I did, and that went fine. So you've got a client, so I can actually do screen share and a whole range of wonderful things. Let me just go and have a look at that. Where is it? I'm going to close those down. I'm going to close those down, and I'm going to close that down. Let's reduce the drain on the processor. In fact, let's check out how the processor is doing. I'm loading up Task Manager, and the figures are in. Oh, processor is happy. If the processor is happy, I'm happy. So there's no great load on the PC. And I'm going to be interested at the end of this to actually see the quality of the broadcast and exactly what it is. Now, just finally, again while I'm waiting, I am been nominated for the Streaming Awards, and I'll place the link to vote later. So this is the Streaming Awards. This is the leaderboard. You can see I'm slipping towards the bottom. I'm the only Brit on the board and the only semi-pro broadcaster. All the other guys are professionals. And if you enjoy the shows that I'm doing on Facebook Live, then please consider voting, and I'll put the link in afterwards. So I'm going to switch back to me, and that was seamless, and it should come up in a second and say that you can actually see me now. You can see the chess set in the corner. So that's good. And the microphone appears to be working well. I'm quite enjoying this. Right, okay, now how do I bring you in? That's the question. How do I add you? This is the mystery we've got to solve. Are you an asset? Nope. Where will I be able to see you? I should have read the manual, shouldn't I? How do we actually add people? Ah, right. Okay. Ah, there's a delay there. So just. Oh, no, it's very. Hang on. This is fun. Wow. Uh, just let me. Hang on. Right, I need to I need practice at this, David. But that is awesome. Wow, I'm impressed. And you say you've been using this for a few months now, or several months? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Serendipity. It's wonderful, isn't it? Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, we've got. I mean, now we know that this is good. If we can get together, sort of have a chat with David Vaughan because he's big on YouTube, and Leland Best, we should be able to get 4 people together and really give this some hammering and take turns in hosting and just knock 7 bells out of it, and then we need something like this to be able to go to YouTube. I mean, okay, our audience on YouTube is not as big as it is on Facebook, but I'm going to be interested to see at the end of this the quality of the video and the sound, because I'm expecting something in advance of the Facebook one. What have you found so far? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. That that's the real live, as opposed to the desktop live. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. 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 I'm happy with that too. I had 3 or 4 of those, and one of them was from somebody I know. So if he's earning money, I'm happy. Um, yeah. 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 Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, legislation is catching up, and we've got the PRS in the UK, which is Performing Rights Society, and they monitor all activity of any uh, playing of music on radio, albeit you've got to have a performing rights license in a pub. Yeah, otherwise you can't have a television on, you can't have a jukebox on. Jukebox, that's an old word, isn't it? All right, okay. Oh, You can't see me. Yeah, yeah. Oh right, okay. I've got you on the screen. Just a minute. Let's go for something different. Uh, okay, and I'm going to. So I'm going to put you there, and I'm my webcam. If I can. Yeah, I've brought you into the scene, and I brought myself into the scene, and I'm now just lining up the size of the boxes. So now I can see, and you should be able to see me. Oh, let's see what's going on YouTube then. This is interesting. Yeah, a bit more of this. And this. Yeah, yeah. My channel. Just a second. My YouTube is exceedingly slow at the moment. Scroll down. Right, so I'm seeing. Oh, not. This is taking forever.
I'm in no rush.
Good. All right. Okay. Right. So I'm going to. Yeah, my processor is playing up. Okay. Just hang on. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. I'll close that down. I'll close that down. You know, we say you should never have anything open when you're broadcasting, so I'm going to take my own words, but it's just exceedingly slow. Hang on.
I just closed
Live
the YouTube
stream
channel as well too. Not that that's going to help you, but
yeah, I'm just going into live streaming, and it says that we are live, and stream health is grayed out, and it says we've been going 18 minutes, and I can see myself, and I can see you, and there is about a 20-second lag on the live. So if I just switch back, I'm going to switch back to the previous scene, which was working, and see what happens on YouTube, because it's so it says the update is successful. So the screen display on YouTube it has changed. Yeah, YouTube is now showing yourself top right hand corner and me in the center of the screen. I obviously need to get this. It says live stream health's not too good, so there is obviously a problem.
yeah, I'm still not seeing you. I just see a screen that says Stephen Healy host, and then there's a green sign that says welcome to my green room. Hang tight, I'll be there soon.
Right. Well, I've added you to the scene, and
well, I'm going to.
Hang on. Can you see me now?
There you go. Hey.
Ah, right. Okay. Just.
What did you click?
Sorry about that. I'm actually sharing in the live feed, but unless right, this is counterintuitive. I could see the top right hand. You'd appeared, and I hover over, and it says add to scene. Yeah. So I brought you in the scene. I could see you, and you're actually going out onto YouTube. You've been going out onto YouTube all the time, but next to that is a host button. If there's more than one of you, then the host has to sort of refresh himself.
Right.
Otherwise, he doesn't appear. I appear on the YouTube feed, but I don't appear on your feed.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay. And with that sorted.
So we need a mentor for Lightstream.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'll help you. I'll help you. But I mean, we're going to try something new tomorrow, because obviously the number of people coming through, we know with Irene joining the mentors group, so that's good. She's going to push it out to all the broadcasters, persuade them to do 5-minute slots in their shows. So that's, Jeff already has me, so that's taken care of. But Rachel, Molly, and we'll all have a 5-minute spot about Be Live in 5. So that will help. Okay. And she's also going to mention it to Daniel, see if we can get some extra promotion as well. Because I think we've proven it works. But the other thing I wanted to try, because one-on-one is time consuming, yeah, and also means that you've got to set up slots and everything. So afternoon, a session at 4 p.m. my time, which is 11 a.m. yours. And
well, I kind of thought, and I don't have a problem doing the mentoring. I mean, there is something to be said for one-on-one. However, I just wonder if just doing shows in the group, and it could even be, you know, like what Be Live does. There could be one like 3 times a week, right? And it's just different mentors. And if you have like one 3 times a week, even though there's more than 3 mentors, we could still say, okay, on this show, Stephen Healy is the host, and his guest will be David Burrows, and then Tina hosts it. And I think honestly that is there. I think there's more value in that, because there's more than one person. Like I'm doing a mentorship today, and I know like I can pull it, but what am I trying to say? I think it's just having conversation one-on-one. Sometimes it's like, okay, so like the one I'm doing with Adair, like she's used to Be Live, so it's like, okay, so why am I mentoring you? What do you need from me? What can I do for you? And I think having 3 shows a week, it gives people flexibility. The replays are there. There's no dead air, you know, like I've seen a couple. And you know, like Tina had one, and don't get me wrong, Tina's great and they're great, but there's no flow, right?
It's very difficult to get it, and you know, there are going to be times when that happens. But I think if we were in a situation where there's 2 mentors involved, I agree with you that there won't be any dead air, and they can play off each other. If one forgets something, they can take it, and while one is thinking of the answer to a question, the other one can actually be showing something else and then come back. It gives greater flexibility.
I mean, just like a talk show, like why there's a reason why you have more than one person on the panel, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. So we're going to do a test tomorrow afternoon. We're trying to get 6 students to join us.
So they're going to sit in the lobby, or how's that work?
Yeah, we're going to leave 1 seat free.
Right.
So we'll bring the students up at 1 at a time so they can have questions. But we'll be on talk show, because everybody's got talk show now, so there's no point not being. And we'll be on talk show. We can go through setting up a show with everybody, so they can open a separate tab and create a show as we go through it. We can take them through by using screen share. We can do the agenda and handling comments. And we can get them to test the speed, and because they're actually in the lobby, it means they know how to work the camera and mic, and if there are any problems around that school. And then we can take any questions as well. It's a bit try and see, but we've got the format with the 5 points. So hopefully, if as you said, if we can do regular shows during the week and people just come on, and you know they can be taken through it from 1 to 5 and go live. Then I think that's another step forward.
Yeah, I think so, and I think honestly, I think you'll find it more productive from the mentor's perspective. Like I know for me, I'm so busy with my own production, right? I have to make the time, which is fine. 15 minutes though typically wouldn't be enough, so you're going to have like more than one session with this person, and then if it becomes like every week I'm spending time with one person, how do I have time for the others? And then at what point is it valuable enough to me to be doing that?
Yes.
For my own reasons,
true.
right? I mean,
yeah.
And
well, I'm hoping that we'll meet some interesting people who be able to,
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, it's network. It is networking, so we'll be meeting interesting people and learning new things. But I take your point. I think we do need, now that we've got this, we can actually have a group get together, really push this and find out how it works.
Yeah, I really like Lightstream, and I like the founders too, because they have great vision, and I'm kind of torn emotionally now, like between there's I mean, even Smile Time's doing some great things too, right? And they intend to keep it free.
They do intend to keep it free. David and I did a chat with Alex Krugloff last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was very interesting. They've got something new, which is called Room 01.
Okay.
And basically, that's a public room in which up to 6.
Wow.
Yeah. And the 6 people decide the topic.
Oh.
Right. No moderation tools as yet, but it's just an experiment to see whether people will actually cast your mind back to blab, whether people will just pop in and talk about a topic. And I watched the replay of the interview that we did with Alex, and so did Eileen as well. And we both picked up on the fact that they're beginning to think that desktop, where they can't control what people do in their browsers, might be some hassle for them, because the mobile app on Smart Time is fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, be able to host a show from anywhere in the world and bring guests on and talk to them on very good quality, because David's done a couple of shows from his mobile. So, pros and cons with Smart Time. I'm ultra I know you're impressed with the guys here, and so am I now. I'd like to hear some of the backstory next time we both get on live. But I'm ultra impressed with Be Live, because they all the way have said, we're going to be charging at some point.
Yep.
But they bring on all these new things, one after another, and after a little bit of tinkering, they all work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't wait. Like they're putting it all out there. They're rapidly. They realize that timing is important, right? Yeah. I mean, there are certain things lacking there, like going. So you're saying, where's my Smile Time? I just had it. I haven't tried this, so I can create a show from my mobile with Smile Time, right?
You can.
Yeah. See, that's really attractive to me, because. So now I have my weekly live show, which is every Tuesday night at 8. Yeah. Plug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, I'm listening.
And then Wednesday I have my weekly show that's recorded that comes out, and it's basically local to where I live. And I want to expand further now, because there's a lot of times. I just got one today, actually. It's a band that's coming to town. They're from Australia. They're called the Lazies. They're really hot. They're really happening. And it's like, can I do an interview with them? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, when? And they're like, how quickly can you go live? Well, we might have to be like, they could be driving down the 402, which is a highway here, and saying, while I'm in the van right now is when you got me. And I was like, how do I do this, right? I forgot about Smile Time there, so I can do that. So that, and I think the other thing with Smile Time is do they have to be logged into Facebook? Okay. See, and with this here, with Lightstream, you don't have to be, right?